What's up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? It is Adam Lee here, coming at you from thehighestreturn.com. Today I'd like to talk to you about the U.S. national debt and compare that to personal finance. It's not exactly the same, but I'd like to talk about it anyways. I'm making $34,000, but I owe $252,000 in a non-asset. It's just debt. It's not a house. It's not a mortgage or anything like that. It's pure debt. There's no assets behind it, and I'm not making anything off that. I owe $252,000. I'm making $34,000. And guess how much I'm spending every year? $62,000 per year. I'm making $34,000. I'm spending $62,000. And I'm already $253,000 in debt. That's the U.S. Treasury for you. And now let's talk about the value of the U.S. dollar and how you can get yourself out of the U.S. dollar. The U.S. dollar is actually not as bad as a lot of other currencies out there. It is backed by the full strength of the United States government, including their military, and the U.S. economy has been pretty strong. And the U.S. itself is fertile. It grows a lot of good crops. There's a lot of promise in the U.S. economy. That being said, that will not be reflected in the value of the U.S. dollar. And the U.S. dollar is going through inflation every single year, and that's by design. The U.S. government does not want there to be deflation because that would cause people to pull back their money and not invest it and not spend it. What they want people to do is take money and make more money out of it at a rate that's faster than inflation. So let's just say that the interest rates on my money are 1%. Okay, that's pretty low, and I can take that money and put it somewhere and make 7%. Okay, and then the profits, I get 6% profit because I take the 1% out of there that I'm paying for the debt. 6% should be faster than inflation, and thank God it is here in this country. But if I'm somebody who I'm sitting at home, I don't want to take any risks at all, and I keep my money in cash. What is the problem with that? The problem is you're actually taking a risk. You may think you're not taking a risk, but you're still taking a risk. The value of your money is decaying every day if it's not in something else. What do I suggest buying? Well, you could go and buy toilet paper, okay? Toilet paper, get the good quality, double ply at least. Toilet paper is something that probably just goes up in price over time. And you can find the same utility value for it, today and tomorrow. You could do that. Then you're preserving value. You could buy toilet paper. You could buy food or whatever, canned food. But there's probably a better way to put your money, and there's only so much space in your house to store toilet paper. So let me talk about Bitcoin first. So when I first found out about Bitcoin, I think it was 2011 or so. And I talked to my friends about it, and they're like, yeah, this is a scam. You shouldn't do this. But they were wrong. And I got in late in the game because of that. And so instead of me spending less than $1 per Bitcoin, my average price probably was around $600. But that being said, it's trading at 9,500 right now, and it was at 20,000. But besides the fact, why are people putting so much value on this? It's not even a real currency. It's not even real. It's a scam. Why do people put so much trust in dollars, fiat currency, euros, dollars, whatever? It's because people place value on those, and they're willing to sell goods to you in exchange for these pieces of currency. If I'm Saudi Arabia and I'm extracting oil, my preferred currency to be paid in is the US dollar. If I'm in another country that has high inflation, like Laos, I'll accept my local currency, but I'll also accept US dollars. I lived in Malaysia before, and a lot of people were interested in getting US dollars, even though they couldn't spend it. In fact, a lot of people in Malaysia took their salary, they went to a mall that gives really good exchange rates, and they actually exchanged their Malaysian ringgit for US dollar every single week because the US dollar didn't inflate as fast as the ringgit. So, yes, the US dollar has its place. It is a very solid currency. But let's talk about alternatives. So, Bitcoin, number one. Number two, gold. Gold is boring, right? It's just a metal. It doesn't react with other things. It's yellowish. It's gold colored. But it's a way to store value. The gold price right now is pretty high. It's $1,800 per ounce. So you are putting risk in buying gold because the price could go down. It could go up and down, but it is an item that is not the US dollar. I don't really suggest buying gold to get the highest return. I do have some in ETFs and stuff in stocks just as a hedge. Like if all the stocks go down a lot, gold just remains steady. But there are other stocks that you can buy to retain value, and I've created another video about that, including Walmart and Procter and Gamble and Kroger. But just think about that. Just think about this. U.S. national debt, $25.27 trillion. And they have to pay interest on that, too. Spending is still $6.17 trillion, and it's going to go up. With the newest HEROES Act, U.S. national debt, if approved, will go up another $3 trillion. So that's more than 10%, right? Increasing your national debt by more than 10%. That is huge. And how long is that going to last? Anyways, if you're interested in knowing how you can buy Bitcoin or Ethereum or Litecoin or any coin that has a max supply, let me know in the comments. If you disagree with this video, please let me know in the comments as well. And for all those that are so inclined, please smash the like button, and I'll give you another video next week. I hope you have a wonderful week, everybody.